So, welcome to my Rambling Gamer channel. This is my new channel that I decided to make. I had an old one that I really didn't work on, that I didn't put out any real content. So I decided to create this kind of channel because I felt like I wanted to be able to tell people or anybody who would want to listen to what I think about things. And this channel is going to be about me talking about anything I want, really. I don't want to narrow it down to something specific, because I don't think that is a good way to go. And because I feel like I don't want to be just about one thing, because after a while I think it might get a little boring, talk about the same subjects and trying to find something new to talk about the same things. And this isn't going to be no news show either, so I'm not gonna bring you no latest news like Philip DeFranco, and I'm not gonna maybe if I read something interesting and I want to talk about it, then sure, why not? But this is mainly gonna be music, about video games, and about what I'm thinking of, whatever I'm thinking about. I haven't really, like I said, there's not gonna be any restrictions to it, and I think that some people might get offended if they're listening to these videos of mine. I'm planning on making just straightly videos about that have listening content, like podcast style of videos, because I'm not gonna put them on any podcast site, because I think that these are easier to get access in YouTube, and I don't think that there is so much audience over the podcast sites. They aren't in such a big use, and I know that sounds kind of weird, not weird especially, but that I want views, and of course that's a nice thing. I would like views. There's no denying that. Of course I want views. Why wouldn't I? But there's millions of people like me probably on YouTube, so I'm not expecting to be anything. This is just for my own insanity. What? My own insanity? Oh, for fuck's sake. I meant just to keep my own sanity, and that would be nice, because sometimes you just gotta put your what you're thinking into words, and it becomes a lot more clearer than what it was before. So I decided that I would make this. If somebody likes it, then good. Watch it more, there's gonna be more. But I'm not I'm not gonna end if nobody's watching this. I'm gonna still keep on doing these videos, and that's about that. I think this is gonna be about really anything, and for sake of, if something I say offends you, then be offended. Leave a comment why you're offended. Maybe I will talk about that sometimes. I don't really feel like I need to talk about anything if people get offended, because being offended is all about being offended as a singularity. Being a person who gets offended, it's about the person who gets offended. You take offense. That's how it works. You take offense from something, and so I don't know if there's really a reason for me to take that matter into even just think about that matter. I don't see the point of it. For this video particularly, I wanted to talk about what this channel is gonna be like, and I think this has been pretty short video that explains what this is going to be. So those of you who are maybe a little hyperactive, in short, this is going to be me rambling about anything I want. It's gonna the channel's called Rambling Guy. and I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be a rambling guy who rambles on about anything. Anything from games to music and from anything his mind can find. I would like this to be also my first like rambling video, and it's probably gonna go over the 10-minute limit, so there is going to be need for another video. And this is actually about Philip DeFranco that I mentioned that I don't remember, did I mention I watch Philip DeFranco show. I think he's quite funny. He certainly has some comedic aspects to his show, but what I have been noticing about this show is that because it's very liberal and very on the left side, and it has, even though it still has its own sense, like it's not just senseless leftist propaganda like some people create for YouTube or anything else, and or liberal propaganda, and I do believe that he has many fair points. But I have noticed that some people, like his viewers and fans, are not really the most intelligent type, maybe, because I have noticed a certain way that people act there on those videos, in the comments sections and in general over there on his channel, and people who watch it. I have noticed that the butt of many jokes is Fox News, because sure, I mean, it's pretty clear they have agenda and they are very they are very right-wing news channels, and they are very conservative. And I have noticed, like many people, oh yeah, I switched to, no, I don't watch Fox News, I just get my news from Philip DeFranco, it's the best thing ever, I just watch Philip DeFranco and I believe whatever the Philip DeFranco tells me. I don't read, I do not have to read, I watch this is what I do. And that's really kind of like shocking to me, because if you change from one extreme to another, it doesn't always mean you are exchanging from worse to better. I mean, sure, in this case it is, but especially when talking about news, about world politics, about things like this, you should always get multiple sides on the story, not just the one side, because there's rarely the truth in that one side of the story, because it's sum of all the things, and usually no matter how objective they are trying to be, they report it from the certain side of things. And for that, I think it's kind of alarming that some people just reject old norms of that and then just switch to other. Like there's no middle way. There is nothing like, hey, sometimes I watch Fox News and I now watch this. There's this meaning Philip DeFranco show in this context, but and I think that's weird for me, because I have always tried to see the things for what they are, and that takes like looking at the thing from multiple points of view. So that's something I've been thinking about, and that's my first video then. You want more? Come watch more. You're gonna even subscribe.